Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Speaking and Listening Club. I'm so glad you're here today, not just to practice English, but to have a real conversation about something deeper, life. Not the flashy, filtered version we see online, but the raw, beautiful, messy truth of what it means to live fully, freely, and on purpose. Because today, I want to share with you a few realizations, simple, powerful truths that, when truly understood and lived, don't just improve your life. They transform it. These aren't theories. These aren't motivational fluff. These are hard-won lessons from people who've walked through fire, failed, gotten back up, and finally saw the world with clear eyes. And once you internalize even one of these truths, you'll never go back to your old way of thinking again. Let's start with the first one. You are not your thoughts, that voice in your head, the one that says you're not good enough, or what if you fail? Or they probably think you're weird. That's not you. That's just noise. A survival mechanism from your brain trying to protect you from rejection, embarrassment, or danger. But here's the revolutionary part. You don't have to believe everything you think. Imagine your mind as a radio playing different stations: worry station, fear station, self-doubt station. You don't have to keep it tuned in. You can change the channel. You can notice the thought, I'm going to mess this up, and say, oh, that's just my fear talking. I don't have to obey it. This single realization I am the observer of my thoughts, not the thoughts themselves, frees you from mental prison. Suddenly, you're not trapped in anxiety. You're choosing how to respond to it. You're not defined by shame. You're rising above it. This is the foundation of true peace. And it starts the moment you stop identifying with every passing thought and start living from your deeper self, the calm, wise, steady presence beneath the storm. The second truth. Your past does not own your future. So many people walk through life dragging an invisible backpack filled with old failures, broken relationships, childhood wounds, and what-ifs. They say things like, I've always been like this, or after what happened to me, I'll never trust again. But here's the liberating truth. Your history is not your destiny. Yes, your past shaped you, but it doesn't sentence you. Every sunrise is a new page. Every breath is a chance to choose differently. The person you were at 15, 25, or even last year doesn't get to dictate who you become today. You can forgive yourself. You can learn from your mistakes without being haunted by them. You can rewrite your story not by erasing the hard chapters, but by deciding how the next one begins. Think of a tree. It grows toward the light, no matter how stormy its roots. You can too. Third, and this one changes everything. You already have enough. We live in a world that constantly tells us we're lacking, not rich enough, not thin enough, not successful enough, not fluent enough. Ads, social media, even well-meaning friends whisper, if only you had this, you'd be happy. But the deepest joy doesn't come from getting more, it comes from realizing you already have what matters. Right now, you have air in your lungs. You have a beating heart. You have the ability to learn, to love, to grow. You have today a gift most people waste chasing more while ignoring the miracle of now. When you shift from I'll be happy when to I choose to be grateful for what I have while I build what's next, your entire energy changes. You stop living in lack. You start living in abundance. And from that place, you attract opportunities not out of desperation, but out of wholeness. Forth, what you focus on expands. Your mind is like a spotlight. Shine it on problems, and problems grow. Shine it on solutions, and solutions appear. Focus on your weaknesses all day, and you'll feel weak. Focus on your small wins, your progress, your courage, and you'll feel strong. This isn't just positive thinking. It's neuroscience. Your brain has something called the reticular activating system filter that notices what you pay attention to. Tell yourself I'm batting, brain will for all to prove you right. But tell yourself I'm improving every day, and suddenly you'll notice new words you understand. Sentences you can form, confidence you didn't have last week. Choose your focus like your life depends on it because it does. Fifth, you teach people how to treat you. Every time you say yes when you mean no. Every time you stay silent to avoid conflict. Every time you tolerate disrespect to keep the peace, you're setting a standard. And people will match it. But the moment you set a boundary, speak your truth, or walk away from what drains you, you reset that standard. People may resist at first. They're used to the old you. But over time, they'll adjust. And if they don't, they'll leave and make space for people who honor the real you. Self-respect isn't selfish. It's the foundation of every healthy relationship. You don't need to be loved by everyone. You need to be respected by yourself. Sixth, action cures fear. Fear doesn't disappear when you wait. It disappears when you move. The more you avoid speaking English because you're scared of making mistakes, the bigger that fear grows. But the moment you say hello in English, even with a trembling voice, you shrink the fear. Action is the antidote. Not perfect action. Juste action. Send the message. Make the call. Post the video. Apply for the job. Every time you act in the face of fear, you prove to yourself, I am stronger than my fear. And that builds unshakable confidence, one brave choice at a time. Seventh, you don't need permission to become who you want to be. No diploma, no approval, no right time. You don't need someone to validate your dream before you chase it. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to begin. The world is full of self-made people, not because they had everything, but because they started with nothing but a decision. Today, you can choose to be the kind of person who learns, who tries, who shows up. And that choice is yours alone. No gatekeeper. No commitment. Just you, your will, and your next step. Eighth, your energy is your most valuable currency. Time. You can't get more of it. Money, it comes and goes. But your energy, your mental, emotional, and physical vitality, that's what fuels your life. Guard it fiercely. Say no to energy vampires. Walk away from drama. Don't scroll mindlessly for hours. Choose conversations that uplift you. Move your body. Sleep well. Protect your peace like it's gold, because it is. When your energy is high, problems feel smaller, creativity flows, and you attract better opportunities. When it's low, everything feels heavy. So ask yourself daily, Is this worth my energy? Indifno. Let it go. 9th. Comparison is the thief of joy and progress. Your journey is yours alone. That person online with 100k followers, you don't know their struggles. That classmate who speaks perfect English, you don't know how many times they cried in frustration. Comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's highlight reel is a losing game. Instead, compete only with your past self. Are you better than you were last month? Last year? That's the only metric that matters. Celebrate others, but never measure your worth against them. Your path is unique. Walk it with pride. And finally, the 10th truth, and perhaps the most powerful, you are worthy exactly as you are right now, not when you lose weight, not when you get fluent, not when you land the job or find love. Right now, with your messy hair, your imperfect grammar, your doubts, your dreams. You are worthy of love, respect, joy, and belonging, not because of what you achieve, but because you exist. You are a miracle of consciousness in a vast universe. That alone makes you priceless. When you truly believe this, you stop chasing validation. You stop shrinking. You start living from a place of inner fullness and that changes everything. Now, I know this might feel overwhelming. 10 truths. But you don't need to master them all at once. Juste pican. Situate it. Live it for a week. Notice how it shifts your perspective. Maybe it's I am not my thoughts, or I already have enough. Let that truth sink into your bones, because here's the beautiful part. Realization isn't the end, it's the beginning. Knowing these truths is step 1. Living them is where the magic happens. And it won't be perfect. Some days you'll forget. Someday you will learn. 14. Growth isn't linear. It's a spiral. You circle back to the same lessons, but each time from a higher level. So start small when fear whispers. Act anyway. When comparison creeps in, return to your own path. When your inner critic shouts, respond with kindness when you feel not enough. Name 3 things you're grateful for. These aren't just ideas, they're lifelines. And once you grab hold of them, you'll look back one day and realize, wow, I'm not the same person I was. My life actually changed. Because it will. Not because of luck, not because of talent, but because you woke up to truths that set you free. You are not stuck. You are not broken. You are becoming, and that process, awake, aware, and willing to grow, is where real life begins. So thank you for being here, for listening with an open heart, for daring to believe that change is possible. Because it is. And it starts with you right now. Thanks for watching. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps this community grow, and every like, every share, every comment might be the spark that helps someone else realize these life-changing truths. Until next time, stay aware, stay kind to yourself, and keep walking your path with courage. The world needs the real you. See you soon.